All right, hey, welcome back. I want to go over quickly how to complete this assignment. I feel like the biggest, most challenging thing about this paper will be, choosing the right topic for your group. Moving under our little steps right here, like step one is identify a topic. And so I would spend time thinking about, what are some things that face your organization today? If you're, again, the National Wildlife Federation, uh, maybe there's some policy that's like really troubling for the conservation of a particular species, and you want to offer up a varying position on that. If you're the feed store again, I don't know why I use these two over and over, but like they're the ones that I can get my mind around. I suppose if I spent time thinking about the others, I could. But and they're more of a business, and so for them it would be like a business to business marketing piece. And so, it could be, that they have like a brand new seed that is, resistant to pests, or like variety that's resistant to pests and, Roundup ready or whatever the case is. And so their business to business might be that they're marketing to, farmers, because farmers are, they're not just consumers, but they're kind of a business in and of themselves. And so you write it as a topic that you are the leader on or expert on, and you're providing knowledge to them. So I got two other examples here from the previous course. The Sierra Club is drafting a white paper that addresses nuisance bears in the New River Valley area. The intended audience is local lawmakers. The paper identifies a growing problem of bears, so there they are identifying a problem, and then they offer solutions for their management. And so their solutions included things like having perimeter, like open spaces between, your house and like the forest, so the bears couldn't come right up into your backyard, and things like having lids on your trash can that lock, and so on and so forth. The other example that I've referred to a couple times is the Good Guys Golf Course Management Firm, and they're drafting a white paper that addresses the common issue of golf course pests, and then um, as opposed to um, like pesticides, offering an integrated pest management approach. And so that and they're positioning in their white paper saying this is the best, most sustainable way. And so, two other examples here just to show you. This one, we had a group last semester that was the not Conservancy, and their grass isn't greener on the other side, and it was talking about the hidden environmental costs of lawn care. And so here they have their introduction, background, their proposed solution about like how to nurture natural landscaping that isn't quite as water intensive or fertilizer intensive, and then their conclusion. And then here was another one that was dolled up a little bit nicer, and it was solving the age-old dilemma of commercial versus organic fertilizer, which I feel like is not really an age-old dilemma. I feel like it's a dilemma that's existed since like 1958. But anyway, so they did a good job. Introduction, background. They had some comparison charts here to help them propose solution, and then their references. So both of these did a good job. Both of these got A's, and so that's a good thing. I will say that in the last semester there were people that I think maybe didn't take it seriously, and then ended up getting like 50s. And it was just sort of because they didn't follow the format at all, and they had the exact same materials that you did. So here we're talking about, the things that you need to include: title, introduction or executive summary, background on the problem, the proposed solution, the advertisement, the conclusion, all the things that we talked about in the video. Here's a suggested division of work. You may have somebody that does all the researching, for this, like does all the, searching out of documents and synthesizing of information. And then you may have somebody that just likes to write, and then they take that information and, they write it out. And then maybe there's a proofreader, and then there's, maybe a visual designer that likes to make things pretty, and they include things like charts and graphs and do the design. Other things that you just need to know, somewhere in here it says, works cited, that you need to use APA guidelines for citing sources. Again, there's a reference in Scholar, which I will put up, soon, so that you can take a look and watch that video if you need to brush up on your APA, or if you've never learned it, you can learn it. And then you need to include at least 7 sources. 3 of these need to be scholarly, by which I mean peer-reviewed journal articles that you might find using Google Scholar. Hint, hint, that's an easy way to do it. And then the rest can be websites, magazines, and newspaper articles. So pretty straightforward. It just, it just takes time. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm glad to help you. Thanks.